like a ticking clock, just all the while, just a build up. I think. I think there's something that's going to be a payoff. Like that.
It's showtime, folks.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Into the Music. My name is Greg, and I've got another song request. Surprise, huh? This one is from Dave M. Dave, how's it going? You're making this on my KoFi site. I really appreciate that. And you want me to listen to Electric Mainline. That's the name of the song by Spiritualized. I know Spiritualized. I've done did like 2 songs, maybe 3, last year. I haven't done one in a long time. So yeah, so it's about time that I do another one. And so Electric Mainline recorded for a BBC session at Maida Vale Studios. Am I pronouncing that correctly? I hope. All right, cool. So let me not delay this any further and let me get into the song. Well, it's like real chimes that they're kind of just jangling around in the background. Ah, it's really cool. That with the synthesizer, that's really cool. And the flute. ticking clock, just all the while, just a build up. I think. I think there's something that's going to be a payoff. Like that. That escalated pretty quickly. Ah, yeah. Ah, that's crazy. That's so good.
Do you want to make your life easier, help save trees, and help plant a tree?
Yeah, why not? But, you know, let's save that for later. I want to talk about the song. Um, this performance. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right. Let me gather my thoughts together, get some information pulled up, talk with everyone on the other side. Yeah, you have to have some pretty big cojones or whatever describes best down there. You gotta have really big ones to kind of go 3 minutes or so of just this slow, steady, kind of atmospheric sort of noodling of the instruments. You know, the bass and this little guitar that just repeats. Um, you got the flute. The flute that was really doing some cool things. You know, I mean, I think the guy playing the flute is just really raring to go. And he's like, come on, you know, he's first the flute was kind of pretty nice, and then he's just like, I don't know, blowing really hard and kind of like almost like, you know, at the rims, the edges, or something like that. I never played flute, so I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. But he was getting these crazy sort of sounds out of it. Um, raring to go. Like I said, it was 3 minutes of just kind of just like a clock. I said it on the other side. It's like a clock. You know, it's just a steady sort of metronome like. You just kind of seeing the thing. It sounds like I'm actually pissed. I'm not. like I said, the guy has to have pretty, big, to actually do that. And feel good about it. Like, who cares? I'm doing what I'm doing, because this is going to wind up in a really great place. But before it picked up, and I knew it was going somewhere because I even said it, like, there's a payoff. There was a payoff. Uh, it almost happened as soon as I stopped, I said that, which was kind of cool. And then, yeah, it was like, boom, like a roller coaster. It gets to the very top, and then, and then it was moving. Um, but yeah, no, I'm not complaining about the beginning. That was really cool. The build up was just something else, and then it allowed for the build up. Really allowed for that, to enjoy that as it just kind of like went, and you're just like strapped in, um, and yeah, I was thinking like a good description for that is like mayhem. That commercial for like the insurance commercial and that guy who's always like somewhere where something's going to happen. He's mayhem. Yeah, I think this song is mayhem. I think they need to somehow put this song in those commercials to describe the mayhem. That part, that last part, not the beginning part. Uh, yeah, I just loved it. It was great. Yeah, they were just, and it was ramping up, and it just was like, how quick, how fast, how quick can those drums be sort of, strummed, and the guitars and the bass and everything else. They were just like, how many guys were on that stage? Yeah, too bad I couldn't actually see the performance. Just the audio. Yeah, and now I'm curious, Dave, is this like the audio version, or I mean, is the audio version as long as this, and is it like basically half of it slow and then half of it that really ramped up kind of craziness? Yeah, really curious. um but yeah, regardless, great song, great listen. Yeah, yeah, Spiritualized is just, the spaceman, right? What's his name? Jason, forgot his last name. I have information pulled up, but I forgot his last name. So let's get into it. But I think he was known as Spaceman 3. Do I have that correct? Let me get into. So I had the band pulled up a little bit here, and Jason Pierce. There's a lot of past members. I think he sacked a lot of them. Wasn't he kind of particular and a little moody? In one of the songs, one of the song reactions, I forgot which one. It might have been the last one. I forgot the name of it, but yeah, I went into his drug addiction. I mean, it was a long time, right? But he's clean now, right? Yeah. Um, Heroin too. Yeah. So I think that during that time, it was a long time, he was very particular about who was performing with him, and you didn't cut it, you were out. I mean, look at a shitload of former members that Wiki is showing. It's crazy. Yeah, and he was definitely known as well, he was known as J Spaceman, formerly of Spaceman 3. That's it. Several lineup changes and so on and so forth. So let me get into the song here. This is actually part of Pure Phase. That's the second album by Spiritualized, released in March 1995. So I think this was 1998. I think that's what you said. Yeah. All right, that's cool. Um, so let's see. Wiki is telling me that the lineup fluctuated during recording. The band eventually reduced to a core trio: Jason Pierce, Kate Radley, and Sean Cook. He sacked Mark Bravoy and Johnny Maddock. Yeah. And then he actually renamed the band Spiritualized Electric Mainline before going back to Spiritualized. Interesting. What's also interesting is that NME, right, New Musical Express, in 2014, they included the album in its list of 30 glorious Britpop albums that deserve a reissue pronto. That's an interesting category. Yeah, and they don't say anything about this song, Electric Mainline. You know what's really interesting? The Mainline song. So when I was pulling up information, it seems like Spiritualized just released a new song a couple of months ago called the Mainline song. I find that interesting. Electric Mainline, and then the Mainline song. So, Dave, let me know if there's any, if you know if there's any connection between This song here, Electric Mainline, and the one they just released, is it like kind of a, 20 years later, 22 years later, 23, 25, whatever. Um, Kind of, yeah, it went from electric to just the mainline. I don't know, probably not, but it's interesting how he would sort of have that word again in a later song. But yeah, cool, good stuff. Dave, thanks so much. I really appreciate this request. I'm so glad too, because I had not done a spiritualized song in a long time, and they are definitely worthy of more songs to be listened to and talked about on this channel. It's a great band. I mean, he's, regardless of like how quick he was with the fire trigger, you're fired, you're fired. I don't know how he is now, but regardless, he's a genius. He's a genius. I mean, he just comes out. He came out. I'm sure he's still coming out with just amazing stuff. Um, yeah, cool. So, Dave, again, thank you so much, and to everyone out there, hope you enjoyed this, and take care. And I'll see all of you on the next episode of Into the Music.